Cheers, winners! Welcome or welcome back to this channel. If you're a newbie and this is the first time you're watching a video of mine, thank you so much for joining the winning family. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you're notified each time that I upload. And if you're an audience, you've come back to watch this face of mine, I appreciate you so much. I am back with another get ready with me. Now, I've been in my beauty bag lately, and believe it or not, I've been playing around with like makeup more or less every single day for the past month or so, because you know, as they say, when you do something every day, you get better and better. And I'm trying to like work out what works best for my face, what doesn't work best for my face. And in this video, we're gonna get ready with me for me to beat my face to stay at home. Yes, you heard correctly. This whole thing that women do makeup to like impress men or impress other people when they go outside and stuff is a myth. Because I predominantly work from home. I'm filming this on a Sunday, so you know. Yeah, but normally I predominantly work from home, and lately I've still been beating my face to work from home, and we're gonna go into the reason why that is very shortly. But anyway, I've moisturized my face and stuff off camera. For primer, we're gonna use Rommel's Multitasker. I got this because I saw good reviews. It's like a see-through gel-like consistency. I might pump a little bit more. It's all right, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. When it runs out, would I get it again? Probably not. I've used better primers in the past when I was on my whole beauty thing, and for my skin type, I would say I've got like combination skin. I don't know, I feel like I've got to do a lot to kind of make it work sometimes. When I'm at home, I won't necessarily like overly set it, but like if I'm going outside, I've got to do a lot to make it do what it needs to do. Okay, for eyebrows, we're gonna use Got2B's brow gel, which actually I quite like. Don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, it gives it a nice lovely hold. Over here in the UK, it's currently the autumn season, and it's bloody cold. As I'm filming, we currently have some sort of a storm, right? There's been excessive winds from last night to the point where my living room door has been like slamming all night. Even though I have all of my windows shut, my main house door as well, it sounds like somebody's trying to break in, because obviously the wind is like really doing a lot. So I was like, you know what, this is a perfect time, regardless of where you're watching me from the world, for me to talk about seasonal affective disorder. Now, some people are probably gonna be like, what the hell is that? It's literally when the season changes, it can affect your mood, and it can take a toll on how you feel about yourself. It can take a toll on your mental health, amongst many other things. Now, I tend to get S.A.D, sad, when the weather is like this. When the weather is really cold, it really affects my mood very badly. Even though I was born and raised here, we're gonna use Lancome's Tien foundation in the color 520. Even though I was born and raised here in the UK, I honestly will never ever be able to get used to this atrocious weather, right? As in, when the temperature dips, I bloody hate it. And also, mind you, I recently discovered that some people also get seasonal affective disorder when the weather goes from being cold to hot as well. So that was really interesting. So anyway, I say all of that just to say, I've been really focused this year on how to make myself feel good regardless of this season being miserable. Now, when I say the season being miserable, it's it being windy, it being cold, it being like over here in the UK, when we get to the autumn season, right, we then change our clocks go an hour back. So what happens is, for example, when it gets to like 3 p.m, it then becomes really dark. So it's like you wake up in the morning, it's dark. By the afternoon time, it then becomes dark again. So it's like you're in constant darkness, there's no sun, you get the gist, right? So that's when the weather gets like this, right, it's so easy for you to lose yourself. right? It's so easy for you to start comfort eating, not really moving your body, etc. So literally what I've been doing in order to not get into being like feeling and not getting into like a bit of a mental funk is that are we gonna use concealer for this look? I don't like how my under eyes look when I use concealer. Am I gonna do it for this look though? Okay, let's go ahead. We're using Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the color Chestnut. Yeah, because I don't know, when it comes to concealer, I don't know if it's a me problem. If it's not, gonna let it dry down. Whilst that's drying down, we're gonna use Sephora's, is it what? Make It Bronze in the color 04. Looks like that. Right, so during the season, as I was saying, it's very easy for people to get into a funk, you know, because it's really cold outside. You don't want to go for walks, you don't want to move your body, you end up comfort eating, etc. And then in turn, what it does is it takes a toll on your mental health. So what I've been doing in order to try and combat like falling into that slump and my mental health being affected is I drag myself to the gym still. So during the summer season, I was going to the gym roughly about 4 times a week, right? And now it just feels extra hard because I wake up in the morning. Waking up early in the morning is not really my issue, but it's the whole having to leave my bed when it's nice and warm to jump out, knowing that I'm going to be embraced by my room being exceptionally cold because temperatures have dropped, right? And then making my way to the gym in the mornings, you know, sometimes at present it's like 0 degrees, right? And I know that somebody's gonna be like, oh, where I live during the autumn season it gets down to like -50 and stuff. We're not here to do Pressure Olympics. I know that people love to do that, and I know that like it's not done with ill intention, but it's like, for example, in one of my recent Greece vlogs, because I recently went to Greece, I was talking about how PMS sometimes makes me feel very and on that trip I felt really like really meh, like I can't explain it, I just didn't feel nice. So everything just felt really forced. And then somebody in the comments was like, oh, you think that PMS is bad, wait until you're like premenopausal. And it's like, two things can be true, you know. Being premenopausal can be a very hard time, and also having bad PMS symptoms can also be a very bad time. This is not Oppression Olympics, okay? This is not who gets it the worst. All right, anyway, so moving on from that, I forced myself to go to the gym still. I now go to the gym about 3 times a week now, because I found that yes, even though it's very hard for me to leave my bed in the mornings, when I get to the gym I feel alive. Like when I do my workout, it makes me alive and it makes me feel ready for the day. And also I've realized that in general, the importance of doing things that make you feel really good, especially during seasons like this, it's really up there. And what I found makes me feel good is when I'm at home making myself look extra cute, right? I know I'm cute. I don't care if anybody's got a negative opinion about my appearance, right? I know with or without makeup, I am fire, right? But when I do a little cute beat, normally at home I wouldn't even really use concealer, to be honest, but you know, I just felt like doing it today. I feel extra cute, do you know what I mean? And it somehow boosts my mood, so why not? So I say all of this just to say, if you're like me and you know, when the season gets like this, you feel some type of way, start figuring out things to make yourself feel better. Even if it's playing around with makeup, even when you know you're not gonna leave your house, do it, because why not? Your diet is so important. Try and limit junk food. I know that like whenever it's cold, it's so easy to be eating takeaway all the time, eating extra processed foods all the time, but please just limit it. On average, I won't even lie to you, nowadays I don't even really eat takeaway like that, you know. I had takeaway last night I think for the first time since I've been back from Greece. And I've been back for for about a month now, yeah. So for the most part nowadays I actually don't even really eat takeaway a lot like that. I don't really eat ultra processed foods like that. Maybe I'll have like a snack, maybe like a pack of crisps maybe once a week, if even that. Like normally Fridays are like my little treat days if I want it to be, but it's not something that I do on a regular basis. I like to eat a lot of like fruit, a lot of vegetables, a lot of things high in protein, do you know what I mean? So like your broccoli tender stems, your eggs. I'm a pescatarian, so meat and salmon is like 5 and 6. I like to do that. I like to limit, I don't want to say limit carbs, but I like to focus on the portion sizes that I'm consuming. If I'm gonna have rice, for example, it's gonna be like a very small portion of rice normally, and then my stew or my vegetables or my protein is gonna take over my plate a lot more, basically, is essentially what I'm trying to say. So far, what have I said? Do things that make yourself feel good, even if it's like beating your face knowing full you're not going anywhere. Move your body, exercise. It doesn't even have to go, it doesn't have to be the gym. It could be going for a walk. It could even be walking to your balcony and standing and getting fresh air. Your diet plays a good part. Staying hydrated as well, right, is another one. Don't get it twisted, what? Because it's cold doesn't mean that you shouldn't stay hydrated. Whether that's you consuming herbal teas, whether that's you having water or like fruit infused water. So yeah, staying hydrated. If you can meditate as well, that's another one. A lot of people talk about the peace that they feel meditating first thing in the morning, meditating again before going to bed. I'm using Revolution setting powder in the color Deep Banana to set everywhere that I have basically used concealer and brighten up a little bit. I do like this powder, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like it's hard to bloody work with because of like the setup of the bottle, etc. So I'm not gonna lie, when I get money, I'm gonna go for like a more high-end kind of powder. It does what it needs to do, it sets really well, but I just find it really hard to work with. Alright. So honestly, right, like I said, moving your body, and you know what, even just little things that you might find silly, like I love soca music, right? For those who don't know what soca music is, it's music specifically from the Caribbean. It originated from Trinidad. And I will listen to music and I will just have a dance around. And again, me having that dance is a form of me moving my body. Also, my other tip that I would give, and this is for those who can afford it, right? Because I know it all depends on your lifestyle, where in the world you live, etc. If you can afford to get winter sun elsewhere, if you can afford to travel to somewhere during this season, even if it's for a few nights, do it, right? I am fortunate enough to live where I live. I live in the UK. So essentially what that means is, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to set the rest of my face now. I'm gonna use Revolution's translucent powder. It looks like this, but rather than pressing the powder into my face, I'm gonna put it on my fluffy brush like so, and then just like set my face. Yeah, anyway, if you can afford to like travel somewhere where the weather is better, even if it's like for a few nights, then do it. Go and get your winter sun. I did that for my birthday because October over here in the UK, the weather gets exceptionally miserable, okay? And I said from a very long time ago, I am not gonna be spending my birthday here in miserable season. Absolutely hell no. This can either be make or break, because I like this color but I don't really use it much because again I find it hard to work with. So this is e.l.f.'s Camo Liquid Blush in the color, I don't know what color it is, but it's the orange. It's the orange one. Yeah, it's the orange one. Oh, it's called Gorge Orange. It's nice, but I don't know how to work with it properly. Let me just. So this is how it looks like on the skin. I don't know. Maybe I should use a brush. Is it gonna work well? Is it gonna? Okay. What I really love since I've been like playing around with makeup again, right, is I've really kind of deeped that when it comes to makeup, you can literally do what you want. I recently saw like a black alternative girl, right, and I really loved how she did her makeup. Like, she did her makeup according to like her style. I feel like it's like a great way to express yourself. And once upon a time I used to think that, you know, you had to do your makeup in a certain way, like there was a set way, but I've just come to realize it's literally whatever works best for you. Anyway, the whole point of what I'm trying to say is do things that make you feel good, even if it don't make sense to other people. If that is, you know what, you want to start going for hikes during this season to meet up with new people and socialize, and that's another one. Actually, I'm gonna be a bit of a hypocrite. When a weather gets like this, I personally don't really like going out like that, but talking to friends, going out, socializing and things like that, it really does help. Especially if, like myself, you live alone. Go see friends, go link up with family, go out, do stuff, you know, answer that friend's phone call who you haven't spoken to in a long time, or pick up your phone and call people, have conversations, check in on people. Do you know what I mean? I'm literally doing whatever at this point. This blush is going everywhere. Like, honestly, and I don't even mean this in a rude way, sometimes I can be very antisocial. I'm going in with Revolution's Pro, I don't know, the name has removed, that's how long I've had it for, but it looks like this. It's really cool, I like it. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. But yeah, being a bit of a hypocrite, sometimes I could be a little bit antisocial and like very much stuck in my own bubble. But this like autumn season, I have been making an effort to, if I see somebody calling me and I am available to generally talk, pick up, have a good conversation, have a great catch up. Yesterday I was at my dad's house, and me, him and my brother, we were just chilling, having a good catch up, watching shows. It was absolutely lovely, and honestly that's been the highlight of my weekend. Do what you can in order to like move, socialize and stuff, because when the season changes, and especially if you live alone like myself, sometimes it can get like you're on autopilot. You're focusing on what needs to be done, and get up, go to work, it's dark, come back home, it's dark. Do you know what I mean? And then that's how you get into, you can partially end up finding yourself experiencing seasonal depression. Right, we are gonna do lips now, and we are gonna use Maybelline's Vinyl Superstay Ink Lippy in the color Royal. I don't know why I said it like that, Royal. I like this color, but I find, hold on, y'all can see how it looks like. Okay, I like this color, but it's not transfer proof like how they claim, and I don't know how that is. The normal one, the normal Superstay one, not this vinyl one, is I find better in terms of the transfer proof situation. This transfers for me a lot, and I don't know why that is. Anyway, cool, I'll go for this lippy. Kind of matches my t-shirt a little bit. One thing about me, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my favorite part of makeup definitely is lips. Right, I'm definitely not gonna use one size today. One size, I feel like I do use it sometimes when I'm at home, but I don't want to use it today. I'm going to use Too Faced Makeup Insurance. I love the smell. Like, it has a fragrance to it that I really like. Gonna use e.l.f. Slash and Roll mascara. What else? I should have written my points down, really and truly. Vitamins and supplements are also a very great way to stay on top of your game during this autumn winter season. Things like spirulina, magnesium, iron, turmeric, is it Euchinia? I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but your vitamins, your supplements, your cod liver oils, all of that, do it. Herbal teas, I'm big on it. Your cerassi teas, your lemon and ginger teas, your vitamin C infused teas, do it. I just wanted to zoom y'all in. So this is the eye that I put my mascara on, and then this is the one without. Can you see the difference? On this occasion, I'm probably going to be a bit extra, and I'm going to set my face again with translucent powder, the same Revolution one. I like to create fake beauty spots sometimes, so I'm going to use Rommel's Scandalous Precision Micro Pen thingy. Sometimes I do this right, sometimes I don't. I'm gonna go into like the inner corners of my eye with a highlighter. So I'm gonna use Revolution's Just My Type. I currently don't own any eyeshadow palettes, so and for some reason I feel like my makeup slaps without eyeshadow anyway, but that's not to say I'm not gonna grab some in due time. It's a process, you know what I mean? You can't buy everything all in one go, because let's face it, makeup can be really expensive. So over time, I'm gonna build up my collection. I love it. I absolutely love it. And you know what? I lied. I am gonna use One Size setting spray to set everything together. So this is how my makeup is looking like in natural lighting. I was thinking to go outside, but I'm not gonna do that because it's really cold and it's really windy. I really like this look, to be honest. I think on a normal day I probably wouldn't have tried this look, but I think it's quite cute. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I don't actually mind the concealer on my under eyes today. It doesn't look as bad as I feel like it normally does, but again, you know, if you have like any tips and stuff to share, then please feel free to do so. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I do generally prefer my makeup without like the concealer under eye and stuff like that, but it's not bad. Let me know what you're thinking. But yeah, my lips slightly match the Bob Marley tee. I also thought I'd fling on Bob Marley earrings or like that. Do you know what I'm doing? Do you know what I mean? This is what I mean, making myself look and feel cute. Even though I'm not gonna go out today, I'm not going anywhere, I'm gonna stay at home all day. I'm gonna be watching Nollywood movies, I'm gonna be editing content that I've been putting off for a while, but this just helps to just make me feel good. And to other people, sometimes doing things that make you feel good may not make sense to others, and it's not about it making sense, okay? It's about it making sense to you. I feel like when I look extra good, I feel extra good, and that's my mood for this season and beyond. I feel like my locks look cute as well. I haven't had a retwist in a year, guys. I'm gonna get a retwist end of the year, I think. But yeah, let me know your thoughts regarding this look. Let me know your thoughts regarding the tips that I shared as well. How do you keep your spirits high when there's a change in the season weather-wise that makes you feel a little bit meh? Also, if you have like any tips on makeup products as well that you think I may want to try, let me know. Until my next one, take care, be good. Thanks for watching.